I found myself 75% dealing with management of the company, solving problems, unblocking pathways for people, making two people work together, solving a problem between two departments, motivate teams, motivate people. You can call it kind of 75% the psychologist of the business and 25% of the traditional CFO of the business. To be quite frank, I liked it. I liked spending that time on that rather than just spending time on Excels. And I think that's where I brought most of my value to the businesses that I worked so far. And I think this is what to me is most enjoyable to deal with that stuff. Obviously, you need to deal with, you are the CFO at the end, so your main responsibility is also the financials of the company. But I think the key value that you can bring and the trust that you will get from the business, from the founders or the CEO or the investors, when they get that you have that ability, and it's hard to quantify it, but when you have early successes and when you solve problems and when you make things happen, it's much easier to convince people.
Yeah, very, very interesting. So that 25% really stuck out in my mind when we were having the early conversation. I think if we did a kind of straw man poll around what percentage of everyone's time on this call today, I think 25% is right at the lower end. But actually, hearing you talk about it, if you can engineer the right parts, hire the right people to be the subject matter experts of all things, then potentially you can free yourself up as a CFO if that's the aspiration you have to operate just outside of that silo.